What's going on, guys? Welcome to Twisted Ignition. I'm Mike, and you might notice there's something a little odd right now, and I'm solo. Sorry, guys, just me today. Rick and Nate could not be here today, but it's just me. So we're going to try something new. We're going to call this Mike's Solo Shenanigans. So stay tuned and let's do it. So anybody that knows me knows that I absolutely love 99 to 07 Chevy trucks, Suburbans, Tahoes, GMT 800 series. I think they're the best truck ever made. I know I'm probably going to hell for that in the comments, but that's okay. So today's little endeavor is going to be about good old claws. We're going to use claws as the guinea pig today to show what we're going to do. Let me get some things set up and we'll get right to it. So before I start with my why all the tires, I apologize for the road noise. I am working at home today. So being a huge fan of these trucks, I am on a lot of different pages on Facebook, Cat's Eyes, LLY Duramax, LB7 Duramax, and of course the hosses at GMT 800's threatening. You know who I'm talking about. I see a ton of the same question. Can I fit 35s on my truck without a lift? And I want to try it on camera. So we have two different types of wheels and tires. We have 35 1250 R20s on a 20 by 10 inch wheel, 35 1250 R17 on factory steel 17 by 8 wheels. I believe they're actually Dodge wheels. Both of these tires and wheel combos have been donated to me, so thank you very much for donating to the cause for claws. So before we even get started, I would like to point out too that yes, the rear of the truck sits a lot higher than factory because there is definitely a different leaf spring in there. Front's pretty much the same. So not really too concerned about the rear. I'm more worried about the front. So let's pick a tire and get started. Before I take these tires off, these are 285 75 16. So they're a little bit smaller, and as you can see, they're really dry rotted and kind of choppy. The fronts are actually in pretty good shape. I mean, not really good, but savable, salvageable. And those are 16 by 8 inch wheels, I believe. So I think we're going to start with the steel ones first, just because I know I balance these better and because I think they'll be more functional. We're going after functionality and will they work and how will they ride. So we're going to start with these first. And then we're going to work our way over to the wider wheels, see how they work. Now these wheels and tires aren't premium, but let's face it, neither is the truck. Sorry, Claus. Well, they're not bolted on yet, but I am already a little concerned. So first off, I saved the old lug nuts when I bought the truck. It's going to be these guys here, and I'm going to need these for the steel wheels. But what has me so concerned is the back spacing on these things are insane. I mean, that's really close. So once it's bolted on, we're going to see if it hits or not, but that is a little too close for my comfort, and that might come back and bite me when I do the front. But we're going to try it anyway, and we're going to see what happens. Well, it's on. How close is it to the spring? Oh, very close. Very close. But it's not touching, so we should be okay. Man, there's a lot of clearance in the back. But, wow, these things go in far. Holy cow, look at that. I was hoping they'd stick out a little bit farther. Oh well. We got our wheel off. And I can already tell that this is probably going to hit. So we're going to zip that off. And more than likely, going to catch that. And we're going to find out how much more of my bumper I need to trim for the clearance. But we'll see. gonna lie, that actually fits in there pretty nicely with the weight off of it. Let's zip it all on and set it down, see what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, it fits in there a little nicer than I expected. I think definitely gonna hit back in there when I turn. There's just no way around that. I might have to just trim that inner fender a little bit to reduce the hitting. And this I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit too a little bit, so I might just take a little bit off that corner. We are sitting on 35's all the way around. Oop, don't show the license plate. Just kidding. Look at that. Again, I really wish these were a little wider, at least level with the outside of the fender, but again, I'm not going to complain with free. We're going to back up a little bit, turn the wheel, and see where I need to start cutting, because I know I'm going to need to start cutting pretty soon. Let's have a look-see where we are hitting. It's really hard to tell. I wonder if I'm hitting the frame. Nope, not hitting the frame. I think if anything, I'm hitting right there, just a little bit. Ah, I see. I'm hitting the sway bar. But honestly, they fit pretty good. 35's on the 17 steel wheels. Test drive number 1. See how she goes. I can tell you already, it feels a lot nicer and a lot smoother than my old tires did. I definitely feel a little higher up, because this truck always had like a high stance in the back, especially. But to be honest, I'm actually very happy so far with these. These handle pretty nicely. 35, 1250, 17. Confirmed. They fit. Now, those beasties over there. Well, I've run into a little issue. I can't get my impact socket over that with the center cap on, and when I tried using a traditional one that sort of fit, I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't strip out the bolt. I twisted the tool. It's literally starting to twist. Alright guys, here it is. This side's done. This side I was able to put on a lot faster and easier because the center cap was broken on this wheel, so it didn't interfere. I think now that's all it's left to do is back the old girl up and find out its turning radius. We're hitting some bumper. Get out of here, stink bug. So we're gonna have to trim that. Yep, I was afraid of that too. Nowhere near as much turning radius on this side. I think we're gonna leave them on. We'll trim some of that bumper off, and then what we'll do is we'll take it down the road for a drive. Not the greatest of cuts on the front bumper, but if it gives us some clearance, it's not a show truck. But I think the best thing to do now is to take it for a test drive. Don't look at the dashboard. There's some lights. It's okay. It's brand new. Yeah. So far as functionality goes, the first set of 35's definitely, yeah, you can hear that. you know, rubbing a little bit. Yeah, these tires, I can feel the tires up front a little bit. Got a little bit of a vibration. Now, can I make this turn? Usually I can. Can I this time? Yes, I can. Barely, but I can make it. These tires squeak a lot on the ground, too. As far as steering while driving, feels good. No problems. It's just making K-turns and sharp turns with this is where it's going to be an issue. Well, we're back in the garage now, guys, and I'm not going to lie, I think the truck did great with both sets of tires on it. I do believe that the 17 by 8-inch wheels, the steel wheels, and the 35's, I think they were better with steering. Obviously, so much more steering. I didn't even really need to trim anything. I think I'm going to use them for the winter, and if I ever use the truck to tow a trailer, they're just more functional. They're better. I think those are going to be my go-to tire for the work. And I think for the 20 by 10-inch tire and 35, I believe I'm going to just use them for cruising. So the old girl looks a little good, you know, has a little class. I don't believe that they're going to be that good for towing or any kind of work because I have lost a lot of turning radius. So can you fit 35's on a stock truck? Yes. Does it depend on backspacing? It depends on rim size. All kinds of variables are in play. If that was a 1500 truck, probably not going to work. I hope this kind of helps. I know this has probably been a very long discussed topic, but I wanted to give it a shot for myself and just to see, can it be done? Well, it can be. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you ever want to see any more of the Claus truck, go back to our old videos. We have a section of just Claus related stuff. Check out all our other videos, our off-roading stuff, our muscle car stuff, our car cruises, all that stuff definitely in our channel. It's great stuff. I would recommend it. For all you hosses watching this video, please subscribe. You know who you are. With that being said, this has been Twisted Ignition. I'm Mike. We'll see you guys next time.